In this video, we'll cover including resources and widgets. Coming back to our example of Livingston Hotels and Resorts, each of their sites are going to require a consistent user experience with different landing pages, types of content and fragments, things like that. And to help minimize the work of the different teams setting up and maintaining new hotel and resort sites, Kaito and the team can provide content and fragment resources to be deployed and available from the theme. Using the resources importer, they can create a site template that will be used for creating new sites with a predefined look and feel. Note that while the resources importer can be used with Liferay DXP 7.2, it is deprecated. Functionality for the resources importer will be removed in future versions. The resources importer is found in source/webinf/source and can include folder identifiers for specific resources, such as documents or web content. The resources importer determines the look and feel of the sites using JSON files. The sitemap.json file allows developers to designate pages, page layouts, and content to display in the site or site template that will be generated. The assets.json file defines the metadata of the assets to be imported. Site initializers are Java modules that allow developers to do the following: create a site template that can be used to generate a new site with the theme, include page fragment resources that will create the page structure, and include a site template thumbnail. You can also embed widgets in your theme. Putting them in your portalnormal.ftl will make them appear on every page. You can use taglibs to embed widgets and content. Here are some example widget taglibs: Liferay Portlet Runtime, Liferay Journal Article, and Liferay UI Asset Display. Here are the ways you can use these taglibs. The Runtime Taglib will expect two parameters: Portlet Provider Action, which requests the Portlet provider to perform an action for display, and Portlet Provider Class Name, which requires the full class name of the entity on which the action is to be performed. With the Journal Article Taglib, you can embed web content created within the platform. The Journal Article Taglib requires the following pieces of information: Article ID, which is the ID of the web content article that you want to display, a template key, which is the ID of any web content template that you want to identify, and the group ID, which is the site ID where the content is available. Finally, using the Asset Display Taglib, developers can embed specific assets like wiki articles or blogs using the Liferay UI Asset Display Taglib. The taglib will require the following elements: the class name, which is the Java class name of the asset, like the content type such as blogs or documents; the class PK, which is the primary key ID of the specific asset to display, like the specific blog or document you want to display; and finally the template, and this will identify the template that will be used to display the asset. Okay, it's time for one more knowledge check. Pause the video, see if you can answer these questions, and then we'll come back and go through together. Adding content into your themes is possible through the resources importer and by embedding widgets. Site initializers are Java modules that create site templates using page fragments. Embedding widgets using special taglibs in the portal normal file will render them on every site page. Taglibs are used to embed widgets or content. These are the three that you can use: Liferay Portlet Runtime, Liferay Journal Article, and Liferay UI Asset Display. Thanks for watching these videos. I'll see you next time.